Chili con carne, it's a staple in my household, and usually you would make it with beef, but I'm going to show you a different version using some kangaroo steaks. So I've given myself a bit of a head start in a saute pan. I've just been frying off some onion and a little bit of red capsicum and garlic. I'm just cooking this off for at least 5 to 8 minutes so we really develop some flavour in those vegetables so they become quite sweet. You can see that it's not caramelised too much, so I'm just stirring it constantly. So what we're going to do now is prepare our kangaroo steaks. Kangaroo steaks, super versatile, a great substitute for beef. I love it because look at this, see how lean it is, just delicious. So great just pan fried, and you can put it with a delicious sauce. Great in curries, casseroles, just like this Mexican version, and it's also great in stir fries. And what I'm doing is just thinly slicing it into strips, and we're going to sear it off. So you need about 500 grams of this. And I like to fry it off first just to get that caramelised flavour on it, as opposed to just popping it straight into our onions and our capsicum. So I'm going to do this in batches as if you were stir frying it. And we'll start with the 2 fillets, a little bit of sunflower oil. And once that's nice and hot, we're just going to flash fry this in batches. And let's give that a bit of a toss. You see how we've got that lovely caramelisation? That's what we're after. So I'm going to now place that into our onion mixture. Get that pan hot again, and then we'll fry off the next batch. All right, this next batch is cooked, so we're just going to place that straight into our saute pan with the onions and capsicum and just give everything a really good mix. Oh, already smells fantastic. Now, I haven't seasoned anything yet, so a really good pinch of salt and some pepper. And now for our classic spices that I always associate with Mexican food and chili con carne in particular. So we've got some smoked paprika, cumin, ground coriander, some dried oregano, and a little bit of chili. So they can go in. It seems like quite a lot of ingredients, but you probably already have all of those spices in your pantry. It's a fantastic excuse to use them up, and it goes so well with a kangaroo. Next up, some kidney beans, just a can. I've just drained them and washed them well. Some crushed tomatoes and some stock. Give that a really good stir. And just to give it a little hint of sweetness, I always like to add some maple syrup, so just a drizzle. Now all we need to do is pop the lid on. And this is going to cook for about 45 minutes or until the kangaroo is meltingly tender and we've got a thick and rich sauce. So while that cooks, let's make a very quick salsa to go with this. Some corn straight into a bowl, along with some diced tomato. I love these colours. Some chilli, just a long chilli, and a good squeeze of lime juice. Also, don't forget the salt. Give that a really good mix. And all we have to do now is wait for our kangaroo to finish cooking. This has been cooking for 45 minutes. It smells fantastic. And look how thick and rich it is. Just perfect. All right, to plate this up, yes, you could use some tortillas, some tacos, or if you want a bit of a healthier option, you could just serve this with some brown rice, which is what I'm doing. So a nice generous spoonful of brown rice into a bowl, along with a spoonful of our roux chili. Look at that, fantastic. Love the colours, load it up. That little salsa that we made is a combination of the corn, the tomato, and a little bit of chili. A generous spoonful on the top, that pop of colour. Some avocado, so I've just got a wedge here and I might just slice it just to fan it out to make it look extra special. So just run a sharp knife on the cheek, spread it out. So it's a fan. I'll pop that to one side. And a few more finishing touches. I love the addition of some cheddar cheese just over the top, just a sprinkling. Some sour cream. A little dollop just there, tied all together. And a sprig of coriander. And if you want it to be extra hot, why not add some Tabasco? So I've left out a lot of the chili in the actual kangaroo stew because if it's for the whole family and the kids don't like chili, you can always add it later, just like I'm doing here. So just a few drops of that over the top, and that's it. Kangaroo chili bowls. Awesome for the whole family, loads of flavour. And if you haven't given kangaroo a go, give it a try. It is super delicious.